All right, so let's talk about the tax plan, Kamala Harris's tax plan. I'm no tax expert, so I want to let this play. This is a tax expert, Carlton Dennis. I'll link the original video back in the description.
What does the Harris administration believe in? Here's proposal number one: taxing unrealized capital gains. Kamala Harris wants to tax unrealized capital gains for the wealthy, and President Biden originally proposed this, but Kamala has announced that she also supports this idea. If you do not know what an unrealized gain is, it's a hypothetical profit that you might make one day by selling a capital asset such as a stock or a piece of real estate at a higher price than what you originally bought it for. So let's just say, for example, if you bought Apple stock at $200 and it rose to a price of $300, you would have an unrealized gain of $100 if you never sold. However, you would only realize the gain if you sold it, thus locking you in on the $100 profit. But by taxing unrealized gains, Vice President Harris would be taxing fictional profits that you don't technically have yet in your possession. Remember, the price of assets like stocks, precious metals, real estate, bonds, they don't always go up. Sometimes they go down. So yes, you might have to pay capital gains taxes on assets you actually lose money on in a Kamala Harris presidency.
This is a wild idea for taxes. I mean, it's never been done before. It is insane. I'm going to let this keep playing, but I just wanted that to soak in.
Taxing unrealized capital gains is an extreme departure from current tax policies, which only tax realized capital gains. It is important to note, however, for now, this tax proposal would only apply to families with a net worth above $100 million. Under the Biden-Harris tax proposal, families with this amount of wealth would owe up to 25% in taxes on unrealized capital gains, depending on the tax rates they are already paying. They will owe a 25% minimum tax that includes unrealized capital gains. Now, why are taxes on unrealized capital gains concerning? I know some of you out there are probably thinking, I love Kamala and I don't care if she taxes unrealized capital gains because this will only apply to the ultra wealthy. If you fall into this category, I got some news for you. Regular income taxes also started out as applying to the ultra wealthy, but I'm guessing most of you watching this video currently are paying income taxes even if you're not ultra wealthy. When income taxes were first put into place in 1913, they originally only applied to the top 1% of Americans. Then, once the government got people used to that idea of income taxes, it started applying income taxes to the vast majority of workers in America, not just the top 1%. So if you think that taxing unrealized capital gains will only ever apply to just the top 1%, you might need to think again.
It will make wealthy people move their money elsewhere. Business owners, people who create jobs, people who have companies who have that kind of money are going to move their money elsewhere. It's going to divert money away from the economy. That is very, very alarming, yo. And I don't have $100 million. So, but I'm just saying, imagine if you were to gain that level of wealth and you start getting taxed on something you haven't sold yet.
They get approved for families with over 100 million in wealth. It could very easily be changed to families with over 1 million in wealth or 100,000 in wealth. You get the point. I also think that taxing unrealized gains sets a dangerous precedent. Under this policy, the government would force you to pay taxes on money that you actually haven't made. If the government can force you to pay taxes on money you haven't made yet, where is the line for what is able to be taxed? Will it force you to pay excise taxes on cars you haven't bought? Will it force you to pay sales taxes on items you haven't purchased? Will they force you to pay property taxes on properties you don't own yet? Where is the line at? Another concerning thing about this tax policy is that it does not appear to include a tax refund for unrealized capital losses. It seems only fair to me that if the government is going to tax unrealized capital gains, it should also refund unrealized capital losses. I mean, people who are ultra wealthy often view taxes on wealth, like this new tax that Harris is proposing, as an unfair punishment for being successful.
So let me know what you guys think. Most economists who have talked about this tax plan all say it's very concerning. And again, I really haven't even seen Kamala really touting this in the few interviews that she's done, because I think it's a bad idea. So let me know what you think in the comments. Again, everybody has an opinion. Crucial Convo. Hit the like button. Of course, hit the subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Peace.